welcome to the Wellness Project. Welcome to the Trauma Informed Care Summit. I'm Holly Jones. This is a morning practice. I invite you to try any and all postures that feel appropriate for you. I just ask that you maintain a sense of curiosity, introspection, and observation as you go through this practice. Let's get started. So please come to standing to begin. Make sure you're in the center of your space, whatever space that you have available to you. You don't need a lot. Just make sure that you have room to move your arms from side to side. So this class is going to be focused on a felt sense of safety. And when we feel safe, then we're able to build our resilience. So as you're standing here, place your hands on your hips. Placing our hands on our hips helps us feel a little more grounded. So as you place your hands on your hips, really press your hands against your hips and then notice what happens in your feet. Notice if you can press into your feet to make firm contact with the floor. And then notice whatever that surface of the floor is. It could be carpet or hardwood or mat, whatever is underneath your feet. Just notice what that feels like. And then as you're standing here firmly in your space, just notice how when we're grounded, when we feel connected and we're rooted, it helps remind us that we're not alone. So taking any time you need here to just internalize that message, you are not alone. And you might want to feel your breath. So place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. If it feels good, you can close your eyes here. If you don't want to close your eyes, just soften your gaze maybe towards the floor. With your hands here, just notice your body. Notice your body underneath your hands. Tuning in to your body and your breath, still making that firm contact of your feet touching the floor underneath you. When you're ready, release your hands by your sides. And we'll begin by expanding our arms out to the side. Any amount is fine here. So you're just kind of like a balloon filling up. You're going to reach them out to the sides and then turn the palms up and the thumbs away from you. And then bring everything back to the middle, to your center. So you're going to expand to the sides. As you expand, you rotate your palms outward, the thumbs behind you. Notice how that feels across your chest. And then bring everything back to center. And notice how that feels. Notice how each fingertip feels against its partner. 2 more times. Let this be an opening for you. We're just getting started. How does it feel across your chest? And then bring everything back to center. This is where you reside, in your center. And we'll continue on, this time reaching upward. Now as you go upward, you may sense some tightness in your shoulders. Just notice what's coming up. Just notice if it's there, respect it, and then bringing the palms back to center. If you feel like, maybe I want to reach further, maybe my hands want to extend, I want to reach my fingertips towards my ceiling, whatever you want to do, notice that and then bring it back to center. Notice if your breath wants to follow. So using your breath with your movement. One more time, lifting up. Remember, here is fine. Coming back to center. And now let's link the two together. So reaching out, thumbs away from you, coming back to center. Now reaching upward, back to center. Reaching out, open across the chest, back to center, and up. You can follow your hands if that feels okay. If following your hands is a little too much, as you're lifting upward, and just keep the eye level straight ahead. Back to center, and pause here for a moment. Release your hands. You might want to shake your hands. A lot of times we spend so much time on tech gadgets that our hands get kind of stiff. So just shake that out, shake out your arms, shake out your shoulders, let everything kind of be loose, and then bring it into your legs. So shake from side to side, one foot then the other. After you shake everything out, notice how it feels. Maybe you find a little bit of a tingling sensation. And now try some shoulder rolls. You can try this with making small circles up and back. You can try this with making big circles. So you might want to do a few that are small. You might want to do a few that are large, or just notice how it feels in both your front, your back body, your side body. So if you're doing this first thing in the morning, you might feel a little bit of tension first thing in the morning. So just allow yourself some time. You might hear even some of that tension. And then making circles the other direction, up and forward and down. Again, maybe they're small, maybe they're large. It doesn't matter. You're just connecting with how your body feels right now. And then taking your fingertips to your shoulders, and we'll make circles with the elbows. So we're still circling our shoulders around, but we're letting our elbows get a little more action in this, a little more involvement. Still noticing your feet connected to the floor. And still noticing your breath. Maybe try going in the other direction. And what do you notice between the first time and the second time? Maybe there's a little more ease. Maybe now you can tune into your breath a little bit more. Maybe not. It's all okay. It's just tuning into where you are, how you feel right now. And then release. And again, shake the hands out. Shake the arms out. Separate your feet. And this time we're gonna do a little bit of twisting by tapping our arms side to side. Tap, tap. And if you like this, you can start to add on by picking up the opposite heel. So as you go to one side, you pick up your opposite heel. And then as you're tapping your arms to your legs, see if you can really notice how that feels. How does it feel to take my hand and tap my leg? Gentle twists are a great way to warm up in the morning, to make some space if you've been kind of curled up in bed. And then slow this down and come back to center. Maybe check in with yourself, notice how you're feeling. From here, we're gonna come into a squat with our hands just above our knees. So hands on your thighs. This is, I don't play baseball, but maybe like a catcher stance. And from here, we're gonna do the cat-cow breath. So what that looks like is an exhale, kind of rounding your back, taking your navel towards your spine. You can even kind of gaze at your belly button maybe. And then as you inhale, you let the belly drop towards the floor, and you can start to lift your gaze. Now, don't shorten the neck muscles so it's not cranking the head upward, but we're just connecting in with the center of our body. So we store a lot of emotions in the center of our body, especially in the belly. And if we don't feel safe, then things like digestion kind of shut down. They kind of turn off. So here we're allowing our belly to be soft so that it's open. We can breathe. We're sending a lot of breath here. Noticing your breath. So how does it feel when you inhale and get broad across your chest? How does it feel as you exhale and round your spine? Feel your back body. One more time here. After you finish your exhale, take your time and come to stand upright. Place your hands on your hips and start to lift one heel and just circle around the heel. So we're going to warm up through some of the joints here because we're going to need them to be warm as we're going to do more movements standing. And then switch to the other side. So just picking up the heel of the foot and then rolling on the ball of the foot. There's a lot of things you can do to really open up through the feet. There's 26 bones in our feet, and we usually have them stuffed inside shoes. So it's great if you have the opportunity to go barefoot sometimes and really open up through your feet. Bring that to stillness, and now we're gonna rock. So your feet can come underneath your hips. You're gonna bend your knees and just kind of like get a springy sensation, and then you'll just rock your arms. So it's a little bit awkward, but eventually it might link up for you where you rock forward and rock back. So when you rock forward, you're on the ball of your feet. When you rock back, you're on your heels. Notice how this feels. We're just rocking. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You're just sensing in. And if it doesn't work out, if it feels like you're uncoordinated, welcome to my world. Sometimes I feel very uncoordinated, but we just keep breathing. We take it in stride. And eventually, pause here when you're bent, and then lift your arms up. Any amount is fine here. Look down at your feet and make sure that with your knees bent, you're still kind of springy. You're gonna kind of tilt your tail back. So if you had a tail, it would be tilting backwards. And your knees are over the top of your foot, so like the second toe. And then balance yourself on one foot and come up onto the ball or the toe of the other foot. And when you get really steady, you might want to find a point on your wall in front of you. When you get really steady, then lift this knee into the chest, or any amount is fine, and then come back into your squat. Come up onto the opposite ball of the foot, toe, or if you want to try the balance, and then come back into the squat. And this is going to be linked with our breath and balance and coordination whenever you're ready. So if you're not ready for this, maybe you want to play with bouncing for a little bit until it feels more secure. You might want to go from side to side, just coming up onto the toe. Kind of like a mummy walk. Then eventually you might feel enough balance that this knee can come up to the chest and then back down. And if you want to link breath with movement, you would inhale into the squat part of this, and then exhale, bringing that thigh, if it's coming up off the floor, you bring the thigh up. You would inhale into that squat and exhale as the knee is coming up. So I'm doing this pretty slow. It's pretty challenging. You might want to do this at a different pace. So it doesn't have to look like me. You might want to do this faster if you need more energy. If you haven't had caffeine that you're used to having and you're trying to wake up a little bit more, you can certainly try going faster. If you're really trying to work on your balance, slow it down. Get your focus first before you pick up that foot. Eventually, something will feel just right. If not today, maybe tomorrow. And that's probably enough. So bring your hands by your sides. Let's place our hands back on our hips, separate our feet. And now we're gonna go into kind of like a conductor pose with breath. And you have two choices here. So you can take your feet sort of at an angle so that we're gonna come into that squat position again, but your feet are now at an angle. I don't wanna say a degree because it really depends on the individual, how much of an angle feels right for you. If placing the feet at an angle feels really uncomfortable, doesn't feel right in your body, you don't like that, then just leave your feet at a wider space between your 2 feet, but they can face forward. So if you want to do a few this way, you want to do a few this way, just check it out. Check in with yourself. That's the most important thing. So what this looks like is we're going to raise our arms up forward, then we're going to bring them down, raise them out to the side, bring them down, raise them up to our highest expression. That could be here or it could be all the way up. Doesn't matter, but your highest expression. And then as you come down to your lowest expression. So for anyone who gets lightheaded or just doesn't feel like they can touch the floor, doesn't want to touch the floor, bringing your hands back to that above the knee at your thigh position would be just great. Anyone who feels like you need a lot of stimulation right now, you might want to go up, up, all the way up, and all the way down. Touch the floor. So we'll do about 5 rounds of this. Kind of pretend like you're picking some flowers, but you're kind of in a hurry. You have a lot of flowers to pick. So I'll show you once and then you can join in when you're ready. Okay, I should have mentioned, I'm using my breath as I do this movement. So I'm inhaling through my nose, 1, 2, 3, and then when I'm exhaling out my mouth, letting it all go. So I'll show that again, and then we'll move together maybe. So at your own pace. And again, continue on. You might want to play with your feet. Do you like your feet to be right underneath you? Do you like them to be angled outward? What feels good for you? Last time for 5, I think. Come up, hands on hips, then walk your feet back underneath your hips. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. If you like, you can close your eyes. If you need to keep your eyes open, just cast them downward towards the floor, something that's not moving. And what do you notice? What do you feel in your body in this moment? So now find a comfortable seat. So sit down in your chair, make sure that your feet are on something. It could be a cushion or a blanket if your feet don't easily touch the floor with the chair that you're sitting in. We're going to move into the meditation portion. So again, our focus here is on safety and building our resilience. So to begin, feel yourself sitting in your seat. Feel the weight of your body sitting in your seat. And then allow yourself to feel tall and strong after all those standing, moving postures that helped us feel really grounded in our feet. We also felt strong in our upper body. At least I felt strong in my upper body. Maybe that was true for you too. So here we're going to lengthen our spine by lifting through the crown of the head. So if you can maybe imagine that you're telescoping your neck upward. So there's nothing to be harsh or rigid here. We're just having a lifted spine. The shoulders, if it feels like they're creeping up, roll your shoulders down and back and place your shoulder blades on your back. This meditation, we're going to alternate fingertips to thumb. And I'm going to walk you through this, and we're going to go over this several times. So consider this your mantra for the day. So it's I am so safe. I am so strong. I'll repeat that several times, and then I'll start to lower my volume, and then eventually I'll be silent, and that'll be for you to just integrate those words for yourself. So I encourage you to really touch each fingertip to thumb tip. I am so safe. I am so strong. 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 Pause here for a moment, close your eyes, release your fingers, notice any sensations in your fingers. Now place one hand at your heart, one hand at your belly. Notice how you feel in this moment. Receive those words for yourself, and then use those words as an offering to give to someone that you know who could also benefit. When you're ready, softly blink your eyes open, release your hands. And I hope that this helps you start your day on the right foot. And I hope you have a great conference. Be well.